Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, currently 11:45 in the morning. I know you're probably thinking, Marco, Nova, why are you starting so late? We're not. We actually got on around 7 in the morning. So let me give you a quick little recap, okay? So I did what I said I was gonna do yesterday, which basically meant starting in Reston for breakfast. So we went to Reston for breakfast, and I think that might be the move from now on, to be honest. It's a little bit busier. I think there's better options, less traffic. So anyways, our first order, it took a while. I think we waited like 35-40 minutes to get a decent offer. It was from Walgreens. It was paying $18.75. You know, shot for it, delivered it pretty quick, I think. Maybe within 21 minutes, something like that. Then we did a couple of orders for breakfast here. I know we did a Silver Diner order. I know we went to Safeway. We had a nice order from them also. Got that delivered. And then, if I'm not mistaken, at this point I went to go park and wait by the Icetown Bagels, and I fell asleep. I was tired. It was slow, you know. Makes sense. Then I woke up when I got the notification from my phone telling me, hey, you received a direct deposit from Dash Direct. So we got $45.75 here for the first portion of breakfast. Now in Reston, it's not like it is in Tyson's where you can just dash now anytime, right? And around that time, it was 10 in the morning, I think. And I could not get back on. And I was like, oh man. So the next schedule that I saw was from 11 to 1:30. So I jumped on that. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, you know. And I was just there on my phone, editing some videos, chilling. And then I saw that the map was red, so we got back on. Now my plan was to stay in Reston for lunch and then come to Tyson's for like, you know, the 2 p.m. on and on, if that makes sense. But we got on, and then we got this order here from Le Madeleine, however you say it. I think it was paying $11.25, 9 miles, but it was dropping me off in the heart of Tyson's. And I was like, ooh, we can take this and already be in Tyson's. So that's what I did. The food was ready. We dropped it off. It was $11.25, so then I ended that shift. So I think at this point we're sitting around, I don't know, $57, something like that, right? It's on the screen. And then I got back on, and then right away we get this order here from Chopped? I think it's Chopped. Salad, something like that company. I forgot what it's called. But it was showing 19 items, I think. $7 for the payout. I want to say it was going like 3 miles, but most of those miles were from me to the restaurant, actually. When I got there, the food was ready. It was going to a medical office. We dropped it off, and it had a $31 payout, if I'm not mistaken. $31. I was like, wow. So at this point right now, I believe we're sitting almost at like 90 bucks. We're doing extremely well today. I don't want to jinx it or anything. Now you're probably thinking, where are you driving making all these turns? Well, I'm actually going to my next drop off. We just picked up for this restaurant I've never been to before, called El Tío Tex-Mex Grill. Now I have seen a couple of other LTOs, but I don't know if they're all related. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so, maybe. This order was showing $6.25. I think it was going 2.5 miles. The food was ready. We're only 2 minutes away. Whew. I know that was a lot of info. Hopefully all that made sense. If not, I'm sure at some point I'll recap it again maybe. But I doubt it because it was a lot to say. But overall, a pretty successful breakfast, I'd say. Now, I'm thinking that's going to be the new move. I know I just said it like a few seconds ago. But Reston for breakfast, Tyson's for lunch, plus the dead times, and then most likely dinner if I'm already here, you know. So yeah, man, what a start. I'm tired of already talking this much. Anyways, the reason why I didn't record the breakfast portion, because if not, the video would be extremely long, and this way I don't spend as much time editing, and the video's not that long. So I feel like people don't want to watch a 45-minute plus video, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, let me get this dropped off. We're gonna make our way back towards Tyson's too, and then we'll see you guys on the next order. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off here from El Tío. It ended up being $7.25. And then right away we got this order here from Santini's. Now I'm thinking it's gonna be a banger, although I'm relying a lot on the number of items. If I'm not mistaken, it had, I wanna say 10 items, showing $8.25 for the payout. I think it's going like 4 miles away. But again, 10 items at Santini's, that's over $100, unless you're getting like literally sides. Maybe it'd be like $80. But regardless, I'm pretty confident this is gonna be another banger, and I think we're gonna have an awesome day. But before we jinx it, let me talk about yesterday. Well, technically last night. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this John's live, but we basically were just chatting, hanging out. We both ordered food. We both ordered. Well, actually, no, he ordered Uber Eats. I ordered on DoorDash to see who would get their food faster. Now, the place that I got food from, local spot, they're on close to like 3 in the morning. It's like Makani's Lounge or something like that, like Mediterranean food. It was really good. I've never actually had it though, so I'm like, let me order from here. And then he ordered from Taco Bell that was literally like down the street, but then so was mine. So I was thinking like it's gonna be closed, but no, his order was delivered like that. And I get it, Taco Bell takes probably like 2 seconds to make compared to like I got a gyro and whatnot. But it was so interesting because I actually went online and I actually saw my own order. So I saw that DoorDash was offering it at $6.25, right? I tipped $7, so the driver was gonna get around $9.25. And I think I honestly could have taken the order, but I didn't want to do that. So I texted the driver or sent him a message because he was taking a really long time. But then again, the place might be slow, whatever. He tells me, oh yeah, I'm waiting for your food and whatnot. And then I see him pass me. And he passes where I'm at. And I was like, what the heck? Like I saw him pass me and I was like, there's no way this man just passed me. Like, I guess it's possible maybe he missed the turn, but I don't think so. I think they gave him 2 orders. I think he was on a stack offer. And for whatever reason, maybe he told him to do the furthest one out first and then come back to me, which was not cool. The boy was hungry. And then I think he caught himself because then he actually came back towards me. Now, I could be wrong though, I don't know. Or he could have been dirty multi-apping, who knows. But regardless, we got the food, good dasher, great communication. And yeah, it was a ton of fun. We talked about the most randomest things. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. Check it out on John's channel. Hit the replay. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. But it was a lot of fun for sure. Shout out to John for waiting for me to have dinner, basically, because I know he was gonna go live way earlier. But I told him, hey, if you want to wait a little bit, maybe we can make this, a dinner thing. Anyways, now we're only 3 minutes away here from Santini's. Let me look at the items now that I have a second here, because I've been pretty busy. Let's see. Okay, so it has $166 subtotal. So I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick. Oh yeah, all sides, a bunch of pizzas, and their boxes are really big. Tuna salad platters. Oh yeah, this is a banger for sure. I mean, I'm assuming it is going to an office building. I see this right here, going to the 4th floor. No big deal. Again, we're having a great day so far. Let me stop saying that. Anyways, we'll see you guys when we're back on the road. Alrighty guys, you might not be able to tell, but your boy is sweating. There's absolutely no parking in this Santini's. So we parked a little bit far away, which I knew was gonna suck. I get there and the line is out to the door, but I see a bunch of pizzas stacked up. So I go there, hey, is that for Philip? They're like, oh, it's ready. I'm like, oh, thank God. But yeah, it was a lot of food. It barely fits literally in the trunk. It's like stacked all the way yay high. You might be able to see it. I got lucky that there was a guy that was walking. He had just parked. And I said, hey man, can you please open my trunk for me? Because my hands were full. So he luckily helped me out. If not, of course we would have figured it out, but it would have been, put the pizza down, take an extra 2 or 3 minutes and whatnot. But whew, now we're 7 minutes away, and I'm super thankful that the order was ready. Like I walked there and I was like, ooh, do we want to unassign this? I was like, I don't want to, but I mean, I was prepared to wait for it if I had to be honest, because it's a banger. I mean, it's got to be, right? If it's not a banger, then I'm gonna be like so sad. Okay, anyways, we're 8 minutes away. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off. They were having pizza day in their office. I guess it's Friday, so everyone's having a good time. Now the order ended up being $21. Let's go. Now if I'm not mistaken, which I could be because I'm doing it in my head real quick, we're sitting around $116 to $117, I think. It's only 12:30, so we got plenty of time. Now we're gonna head towards Tyson's too and just find some shade. It's super hot today. And then just wait for the next best order. Again, I'm just taking decent offers. And if we get something that's, worth it, we're definitely gonna do it. Now I'm really hoping that, we get something decent from Macy's or Bloomingdale's, because that could really take the shift to the next level. Let's hope that happens. We'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, quick little update. It's 1 p.m. and we have not taken a single offer since doing the last one. I've been getting nothing but garbage. Every single order that I've gotten is absolutely garbage, which is kind of scary. So this order is just a lot of bad ones, So I think I've gotten paused maybe 4 or 5 times, but hey, I'm not gonna budge. We're not taking none of these trash offers. We're not doing it. It's currently 1:02, and we'll see you guys hopefully soon. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we finally have an order. Honestly, it's probably not the greatest orders, but in the last, 30 minutes, I've done nothing but decline. This one is showing $8.50 from the Cheesecake Factory, going like 4 miles. Food was ready. Again, I have no idea what happened to the shift. I mean, it was busy, and then all of a sudden it just crash landed. I don't know if maybe DoorDash is buffering me because, you know, they gave me a lot of good orders, so now they want to give me a lot of bad ones. I don't know. But regardless, it was definitely a very testing time, if you will. Like, I really was like, man, what's up with all these orders? And I kept getting paused and paused, but luckily the DUH helps me a lot with that. They automatically renew your dash, so you don't have to really worry about it too much. But still, very annoying. Hopefully after this it picks up. Regardless, after this we're gonna go to Panera, get our free drink, because, you know, we're paying for it now, might as well get it. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off. It became $11.50, so nice. Now I did place my order here with Panera through the app. A bunch of coupons. It only ended up being $2. So I get the kids turkey, so I got 2 of those, and that should get me by the whole day. Kids turkey and a free drink, $2. Can't complain. I had like a free kids meal or something. I don't even know how we got this free things, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Free is always nice. Now it's currently 1:35 in the afternoon, and since dropping the last order, nothing but crickets. So I think it was the right move to place the food here with Panera. Plus, Panera's hotspot anyway, so we might get an order from Panera and then I get my own food. Wouldn't that be great? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Tomorrow, well, technically I guess when this video comes out, it'll be today. Episode 2 of Nova and Levi Uncensored, 9:30 p.m. Be there. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so it's still pretty slow. We went to Panera, got our stuff. It was ready, by the way. But they were trying to be slick. They cheated me. They gave me the medium cup, and I'm like, where's the large cup at? They're like, oh, we're out. And they're like, we can give you 2 cups. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, why not do that the first time? Why do I have to ask? You know? But when we were leaving, we got this order here from the Cheesecake Factory showing $7.25, going 4 miles. And honestly, one of the best ones that I've seen in the last hour or so. Everything else is going extremely far for no reason, or like the pay is crazy low. So my logic is we're gonna drop this off, then drive to Macy's, and then just wait for the Macy's drop, and hopefully it'll be worth it. Kind of like yesterday, I'm really hoping that we can get a nice, decent one. So hopefully it works out. Let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, so we got the order dropped off from the Cheesecake Factory, and then we went to Macy's, and unfortunately the Macy's orders today were absolutely garbage. There was one order that I got going 48 miles for $28, all the way into like Maryland or DC, one of them two, and I was like, come on, that sucks. So after doing that, or not doing that, I guess, we basically just sat there for a few minutes, declined more orders, and then we got this one right here from the Lebanese Taverna showing $6.25, just something to do. Miles made sense. And then once I got that dropped off, DoorDash hit 10 cents. 10 cents, really? 10 cents? I was like, what is going on? Now it's currently $3.50, and we haven't done anything since the last order from the Lebanese Taverna. It's been pretty much dead. I mean, right now it's probably like the highlight of the dead times, you know, or it's at its peak point, I guess is what I'm trying to say, if I can even talk. It's been a really rough shift out of nowhere. We had a great start, then, you know, lunch was great at the beginning, and then it just nosedived, and then we just never recovered, which is a bummer. So I'm really hoping that we have a good dinner. Just you know, we have to make at least $200, guys. We have to. What the heck is going on? Anyways, so I'm here at Baskin Robbins. We're gonna get some ice cream. I feel like I deserve it. Plus I have a headache. I think it's the heat, so we're gonna get some water, some ice cream, and then you just wait until we get a good order. So we'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, so we ended up getting 1 scoop of mint chocolate chip, and I got a bottle of water. Now, we went back to the spot in the garage, ate my ice cream, drank some water, a little bit of waiting, but we finally got our next order here. We just picked it up from Sweet Green, going, I want to say less than 2.2 miles. I'm just happy to be doing something, so that's always nice. I don't know what happened. Again, I sound like a broken record, but the shift just did like a 360 on me, from super busy to kind of busy to just straight up dead. And it's so hot. So shout out to the people that are doing like real jobs outside, like, you know, roofing, construction, any job where you have to be outside, like literally exposed to the sun. Wow, today would be a brutal day. Brutal day. Anyways, let me get this dropped off and then we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, so after dropping off the last order, we drove back and it's basically been the same cycle. Drop off an order, wait for forever, get another order, you know, rinse and repeat basically. But we got our next order here. We are making our way there right now from CVS. 8:25 going, I think, a mile or two. It's just a little 6-pack of Gatorade. So, you know, we're gonna go relieve somebody's thirst. And I might get something for myself too, because again, today it's just unbearable. Even the homeless, I meant to say panhandlers, took the day off. That's how hot it is that I haven't even seen them. Anyways, we're pulling in to CVS right now. So hopefully they have the specific Gatorade he wanted. If not, I'm sure we'll figure something out. We'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, so we got to CVS. Now the Gatorade they wanted was out of stock. Luckily, they had a lot of different substitutions, so we got the fruit punch one instead. Dropped that off. Then we got this one right here from Maggiano's, showing $8.75. I think it's going like 5 miles. Honestly, it's a lot of items, so I think there's a, you know, hidden tip potential. Now, when I was coming over here, there must have been some kind of accident, because I'm like, oh, why are the cops blocking my turn? So I ended up having to go through this accident, and I'm actually going through again, but just from the other side. It looks like it was pretty bad, to be honest. In this intersection, really, the only way you get into an accident here if it's somebody mistimed it, or maybe you just didn't see another car coming, because if there's a stop sign, you know, and the other people have to basically yield. So hopefully nobody was hurt. Again, I just see a bunch of like police cars, not really like fire or like ambulance or anything. So hopefully everyone was okay. But yeah, so anyways, let me get this picked up. I have a feeling the dinner shift is finally kicking off and we needed this for sure. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're finally over the 150 threshold here, which has taken us a really long time. But you know, it's all good, every dollar counts. Again, I'm more leaning towards, can we hit the goal by the end of the month? That's really what I want to do. I want to do 4,550 by the end of the month. And I'm really hoping that we can make that a reality. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order picked up. The food was ready and it did tell me that, you know, make sure you have a catering bag. So I have a feeling that this is going to be at least a mini banger. I'm hoping. I'm only 10 minutes away here. The funny thing was, when I got there, they were like, you know, when they ask you for the customer's name, and honestly, I do not know how to pronounce it. It looks like it's maybe like an Indian name. I don't know. So I said, hey, I think it's pronounced like this. But I was like, do you want to see my phone? They're like, oh no, that's cool. I think it's this one. So they gave me like the smallest bag. And I was like, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that my order has a lot of items. And they were like, oh, it must be the other order that we can't pronounce. And I was like, yeah, let's go with that. So I compared the name and it was correct. And the other name was very similar, you know, in their defense, but still, that was kind of funny. Can you imagine if I didn't check and I just go and deliver this tiny order but thinking it's a big order? That would have sucked. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. And honestly, once we hit $200, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I've been out here basically the entire day thinking we could make 250, 300, something, you know, something like that. Little did I know it was gonna turn out the way it did. Anyways, yeah, like I said, once we hit 200, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. But we still got a long ways to go. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off and it was definitely a mini banger for sure. $16.31 for the payout. Now we're sitting around 174, 173 I think. So honestly, we're creeping slowly to $200. I'm hoping we can be there by 8, if not sooner, because again, my head's starting to hurt again and it's just hot and it's not a good day and I just want to go home, to be honest. But I also don't want to leave the dollars on the table. I think if we can at least do 200, it would be, you know, a slightly better ending to today's day. So anyways, I'm gonna make my way back towards the town center and we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, today is the day that just keeps on giving, right? So I stopped by Panera, I got another drink because it's super hot. And then I got this order that looked like a banger to me from North Italia, showing $10.75. They're going like 4 or 5 miles. But I looked at the items and it was a family meal and then some extra lasagna or something. And when I get here, plenty of food ready. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great, awesome. I get inside, the food's gone. The food's gone. The one time I get a banger, you know, for this bottom part of the shift, it looks like somebody either stole the food or grabbed the wrong bag, you know. So I talked to the people inside. They're like, well, you know, we made it. You guys have to tell DoorDash because we're not gonna make it again. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, I get it. It was a lot of food, you know, no problem, basically. So I called DoorDash, and the guy was like, "Oh, that's weird because it says you're the only dasher that's been assigned to it." And I'm like, I mean, the food's not here, so I don't know what to tell you, you know. Then I guess he called the customer, then he called the restaurant. It took a long time, and in the end, he's like, "You're gonna get half pay." And I'm like, "Okay." So I was expecting to get, honestly, like $5, $4, and some change or whatever, but I ended up getting $10.75. So if he told me that was half pay, then that means the order was really gonna be like what, $22 maybe, 21 and some change. Because I've noticed that lately, when you do the half pay, it's the half pay of the true payout. But I know for some people it's a little bit different now. I was talking to Let's Rock here, he's in Texas, and he's been getting half pay of the original offer. You know, so if it's $6.25, they're gonna give you like, you know, $3 or some change or whatever it is, which would totally suck. So I guess in the end, it kind of worked out. We got $10.75 for driving like a mile. I'm just chilling here by North Italia. I gotta go to a parking spot, and there's a bunch of restaurants near me. So hopefully we'll get something. We're only $16 away from hitting 200, so let's make it happen. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we just picked up our last order of the night, most likely, although maybe not. Hear me out. From the Lebanese Taverna, showing a $19.81 payout. So I'm not really expecting the payout to move. I think it's gonna stay at $19.81, but it's gonna leave us in Reston. So why not end the shift where it all started, which is in Reston, you know? That's where we were like 10, 12 hours ago, I think. So why not, you know? So my plan is we're gonna drop this off, end the dash, then hit dash now, and then just drive towards my house. And if I get something along the way that makes sense, we'll take it. And if we don't, we don't. So why not? The food was ready here at the Lebanese Taverna. Honestly, it does not look like a lot of food. I guess it must be just really expensive. So now we have a solid 15-minute drive. By the time we get there, 7:20. Maybe do one more order, who knows? But this is gonna put us over the $200 threshold, and it's taking us way too long, but at least we're there. Every dollar counts. So let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys in Reston. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off, and as expected, it stayed at $19.81. Ended that dash, started a new dash. So now we're basically driving home. I am taking a longer route, but I'm gonna pass a bunch of restaurants, Fintai, North Italia, Chipotle, you know, something. So hopefully we'll get something along the way, but if we don't, we don't, you know. So again, it's currently 7:30, so I was gonna dash till 8 o'clock anyways. I'm just happy that we were at least able to hit $200, because today was struggle city 100%. So anyways, let me keep driving, and then we'll see you guys either with the next order or when we talk about the numbers. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we just picked up our next order. I gotcha. I wish. Unfortunately, no orders came through that were worth taking, so we're already out of the zone. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day. We finished over $200 though, which is nice, but it took us a long time to get here. If anything, I'm just glad that the breakfast was actually pretty decent this time, you know, with the orders that I took. I was actually looking forward to doing a Safeway order today in the afternoon, so I could go inside and cool off and, you know, do some shopping and whatnot, but hey, no luck. But yeah, so definitely a slower week. I don't remember it being this slow last year, but then again, you know, I don't think I remember what I did 2 months ago, so it might have been slow. I don't know. All I know is that we're still basically on track to hit the goal for the end of the month for 4,550. So yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys tune in for Nova and Levi Uncensored episode 2. Let's go.